Welcome back. You're watching Overdrive. Now, you've seen plenty of rallying action on the show, but that's the elite INRC. There are, though, plenty of other rallying events in the country, and they're equally competitive. So we sent out Abhay and Shoini to take part in the Mahindra Monsoon Challenge. Let's see how they fared.
The monsoons are here and it's time to get dirty, and what better way than with the Mahindra Thar. I'm here at Nasik to participate in what promises to be one of the biggest TSD rallies. And my partner in crime is none other than Abhay Verma from Overdrive. Now the rally will be covering a distance of 1500 kilometers over 3 days, starting from Nasik to Aurangabad, Aurangabad to Kolhapur, and finally our destination is Goa.
Go straight and you take left.
In a time, speed, distance rally, the aim is not to drive fast, but to ensure you're in the right place, at the right time, at the right speed. It sounded simple enough, but as we would discover through the drive, it's anything but simple, especially when competing against 40 other cars and SUVs, most of whom had experienced navigators.
Now we continue straight after the ride.
Abhay took to the wheel first on day one, as I grappled with the road book, made calculations and tried to make sense of what was going on.
6.96 पे right लेना होगा.
64646.
Each leg has its share of fixed time control stations with a few more hidden on the route. So there was no point in driving flat out. What you got instead was penalty points. Check in too early, check in too late, miss a check-in, and the penalty points would just keep mounting. In hindsight, it sounds so simple. But neither Abhay nor I could get it right.
Honestly speaking, I came here hoping that we'll do good and take back some prize money and all of that. But it didn't turn out to be as easy as I thought. There were a lot of roadblocks, and the thing is that I realized that running in a rally or competing in a rally rather is not as easy as it looks to be.
They're wrong wheels. Lucky for us, we weren't the only ones making mistakes.
Making silly mistakes is the worst thing you can do in a TSD rally. I mean, one small error here and there can hamper every other calculations henceforth. So you have to be very precise with your calculations. If you go wrong somewhere, it is very difficult for the driver to even judge how much he has to get back, and also for me to calculate how much he has to get back for the right time.
We are amateurs, we are passing for the first time. Yeah, definitely it is slightly difficult for us, and the way we are calculating, the professionals are not calculating the same way. They have the technique, they have the idea.
So to cut a long day short, we got lost, found our way back, crashed over potholes and saw a lot of cattle. Through it all, the only thing that kept us going were the sights and smell of rural India. All experienced behind the wheel of an open jeep. Wow, it's been a really exhausting day. We started at 6 o'clock in the morning and we're here at 9 o'clock. And tomorrow we start from Aurangabad to Kolhapur, and that promises to be like really long and tiring. So I think we just really need to catch up on our sleep. After almost 5 hours of sleep, both Abhay and I set off on day 2, determined to finally decipher the TSD mumbo jumbo. However, on only the second section of the day, we overshot a turn, circled around on narrow village roads, and lost so much time that we actually saw a closed TC once we got back on the route. That meant a full hour's worth of penalty time. So from then on, all we could do was enjoy the breeze and stunning sights on the way up the Panchgani Ghats. We're just about finishing section 2 of our second day, and though we've completed a distance of 330 kilometers from the start, we still have 20 kilometers to go till we can make it for lunch. And it's been an extremely frustrating day for Abhay and me, because even though we started off excited and everything, we lost our way in certain sections and we've lost a lot of time. And right now it's even more frustrating because we're going on the Panchgani Ghats at a speed of 35 kilometers, and I can see empty roads, but there's nothing I can do about it because that's what the TSD rally demands. After a strict 45-minute lunch stop, we set out to battle the heavy fog and twisties on our way down from Panchgani, before finally making our way through darkness and heavy showers on the highway to Kolhapur.
So this is start of day 3. It is 8:20 and now our journey will be from Kolhapur to Goa. We hope we make up some good time today. Yesterday, after 17 hours of exhaustive driving and calculating, we were completely tired and we're still not sure where we are. We're hoping that, you know, we're not the last people, but let's see what happens. And as soon as we touched NH4 yesterday, it was pouring cats and dogs. So I'm sure that today's leg will be filled with a lot more challenges and a lot more, you know, heavy showers. We'll finally see what the monsoon challenge is all about.
And sure enough, it started raining the moment we hit the winding Ratnagiri Ghats. The lush greenery and excellent weather made this leg the high point of our rally so far. And the icing on the cake was Abhay finally getting T, S and D right at the same time.
Day 3 I think was fantastic because I managed to put together all 3 aspects, which are the time, speed and distance in a TSD rally. And more or less we performed on time on the 3rd day. So I'm just waiting for the results now.
We had fun on the way, but could only finish 34th. The trophy went instead to Somdev Chandra and Nirav Mehta, who had just 10 minutes worth of penalty points to our 9+ hours.
So we're here at Goa. Finally, we've completed our 300 kilometers of day 3. And out of these 1500 kilometers that we've traveled over these 3 days, we've had a lot of fun. You know, we've seen some beautiful scenery on our way here. And of course, if Mahindra were to organize one more of these rallies, we would definitely want to come back next year.